welcome to episode 4 of Talks with Mamiya. I'm not wearing any physics today. I mean, I actually am wearing physics, but these physics are a little bit more calmer, so you can't really see them unless I'm like walking around. But if you do want to view some of my physics that I do have on Marketplace, you can view them by going to iFuego magazine. I have magazines on there. I have some spiritual things on there, spiritual stuff that I was selling when I was doing my Mamiya spiritual page, and I also have my physics. So that store has all types of stuff in there. It's crazy, but pretty much what I kind of want to get into. This is just a little random, whenever I have things on my mind, I just like to talk about it. I don't really have I don't have a set routine of subjects to talk about because I like to be as authentic when it comes to my pages. As I stated before, I don't want it to become one of those things where, is what am I trying to say? It's real. Dang, I can't think of the word. Like, listen, guys, I be having problems with remembering words and whatnot, but I don't want it to be fake, where it just seems like I'm just putting out stuff just for the sake of putting it out. So I try to just keep it as like whenever I have something on my mind, that's when I can go ahead and just start recording. But basically I just kind of wanted to talk about a few random things and just some things that kind of like be on my mind when it comes to like cutting people off. I know that I'm not the only one that have to sometimes cut people off, and it does hurt when you have to cut people off, especially if it's like family or friends that you've been cool with for years. I just always been the type that I am true to my feelings. If I feel a certain way, I like to honor my feelings and not really give myself the benefit of the doubt, because I've learned that the feelings that you actually have internally are, is like your intuition. Now, sometimes your feelings could be coming from like a place of insecurity or a place from trauma, but you kind of have to learn to discern those feelings to figure out which feelings are actually, valid, and which feelings are coming from a place of like ego, and oftentimes, I'll say when I was a little younger, I definitely had way more friends. I was way more tolerable of a lot of things, and I wasn't so quick to cut people off, There was cases where, I had friends that we were friends for like 10 plus years and things like that, and, I noticed they were hating on me about different stuff. Later on in life, they apologized and, let me know, like, I'm sorry. I was at a bad place and kind of hating a little bit. And it's like, I appreciate the honesty, but at the end of the day, it's like, why do we have to be at a point where you're hating on your own friends? And I've gotten to a point, instead of me actually calling somebody out and letting them know why something they did probably hurt my feelings or made me feel a type of way, I immediately just cut them off. One of the reasons why I like to cut off is because I don't like to be gaslighted. Oftentimes when you'll tell a person what they did to you that made you feel some type of way, they try to like convince you on why you don't feel that way. Like, oh, I didn't do that. Like, that's stupid that you feel that way. And it's like, at the end of the day, these are my feelings and this is how I took it. So, I mean, I feel like the most humane thing to do would be to say, like, I didn't mean it the way that you took it. I apologize that is how you took it, but that is not the way that you should take it. But that is how you took it. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate the honesty, but at the end of the day, it's like, why do we have to be at a point where you're hating on your own friends? But that was not my intent. You know what I'm saying? But to really sit there and tell a person like they're wrong and that they're just coming out of the left field with these things, I just think that that's like very rude to do, and that's like invalidating somebody's feelings, you know? And since I hate being in those type of situations, what I've learned to do was just immediately ghost people. I saw a few memes where people talk about, oh, that's wrong, that's narcissistic to ghost people, and you owe a person an explanation. But at the end of the day, what I've noticed is that a lot of people have so much entitlement to your energy, you know? They feel really entitled to you. So if you ghost them, it's like, how dare you do that to me? Like, I'm supposed to be in your energy all the time, when at the end of the day, I could be wrong, but I feel like I don't really owe you an explanation as to why I ghosted you. Just like you don't want to give me an explanation as to why you're acting funny or why you did whatever you did. You know what I'm saying? To me, it gives me a lot of peace with ghosting people. And what people have to understand is that people are not ghosting you to try to be mean or, oh yeah, I know this is going to hurt their feelings once I ghost them. When I ghost people, I don't care about what you're doing. You know, like I said in the last episode, I don't care about what you're doing. I don't care about how you're feeling, how's life treating you. I don't care about any of that. You can be blessed, you can be cursed. I don't care. I am all about protecting my own peace, and a lot of people, you know, they're using these terms now that they wasn't using before. It's like a trend to use protecting my peace and manifestation and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I truly love to protect my peace. And one thing that I try to make sure that I do is never ignore how I feel about something. I feel like your intuition is, you know, your angels talking to you. They're warning you about stuff. And sometimes, like, people like to play on your emotions. Sometimes they like to take advantage of you, you know? They like to throw stones and hide their hand. And it's like when you catch on to that, they're like, what? Like, I didn't know that I was that readable. And it's like, yeah, I can see straight through you. I can see straight through that. And it just got to a point where I just really don't be feeling like being bothered. And people will kind of like villainize you. I don't know if that's a word, but they will make you the villain because you don't want to deal with them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to hang out with them. When it's like, I'd rather be in my own space than to sit there and be fake. I hate being fake. If I don't like you, if I have a problem with you, friends, family, coworker, whatever, I'm not gonna talk to you because I just really, it's very hard for me to be a fake person. It's very hard. Some people find it very easily, and I'm gonna be honest, I do wish that I was that type of person that knew how to fake it and knew how to just act like I'm cool. And you know, like, I wish that I was that type of person, but it's so hard for me to be that way because I feel like I'm very genuine. And then when somebody showed me a different side when I was being genuine with them, it really like turns me off, and then it just causes me to like shut down, you know? So because of that, I choose to withdraw myself without giving any type of reason. People will reach out to me like, hey girl, you know, hey, how you been? And I wouldn't even answer. I had a friend a person that I was cool with. We was cool for a long time, and I noticed, like, you know, I was posting like accomplishments and things like that, you know, certain things that I opened up for myself. And like, these were really, really grand accomplishments. And I noticed it was people that I actually introduced her to, and she was reposting them. And mind you, I know this person since like 6th grade, 5th grade or whatever. She was reposting these people, congratulations. She was in their comments, congratulations, whatever. She's in my story, looking at my accomplishments, not saying no congratulations, not saying nothing, not no acknowledgement, no nothing. And it made me feel some type of way, because it's like I introduced her to people who are now her customers, and they now support her. And it's like she's turning around and supporting these people, which is great, but she knew me for the longest and she's not even supporting me. So what I did, since I'm kind of like used to that type of thing, I immediately just cut her off. And I know that that may be wrong. Some people may be like, Mamiya, that's kind of, you could have at least told her. But that's not even like the only occurrence with her. There was things that I experienced with her prior to, like certain, things that she was doing and stuff that she really could have been got cut off, but I kind of like spared her a little bit. But this was the last straw, because I feel like if you can sit there and look every day at my accomplishments and don't say nothing but you all on other people's accomplishments, to me that's kind of like you wishing on my downfall. And I'm not one of them people that I'm like, oh, I know that you're preying on my downfall. I want you to see my come up. No, I don't want you to see anything. I don't want you to see if I'm doing good. I don't want you to see if I'm doing bad. If you don't support me, then you can go. I don't be doing all that showing off stuff. Like, whatever you see is whatever you see. But yeah, it was just, I immediately cut her off. She reached out to me so many times, and I just did not say anything back to her. And half of the reason why I did not say anything to her is because I just didn't want that feeling of being gaslighted. I didn't want, oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see your post. I didn't this or I didn't that. But it's like, okay, you could say that you didn't see my post, but you saw all my other posts, because I would like post memes and stuff like that. So she would respond to the memes and laugh, ha ha, hee hee. But it's like in the next story, if I'm posting something about my accomplishment, or I'm referencing my business page or whatever the case may be, she wouldn't respond to that. She wouldn't, nothing. And I just took that as like a form of disrespect. Like, some people look at it like, oh, it's just social media. But to me, I feel like it's more than social media. Like, we are in the, we're in 2022, and we know that social media, we use it as a form of communication with friends, family, whatever. So it's like, at that point, I immediately, just cut her off. And y'all can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Let me know how you feel. Let me know whatever. If you do the same thing, let me know. But I immediately cut her off because I didn't want to hear, oh, I didn't see it, and this whole little victim thing. Oh, no, I don't have a problem. I don't this, that, or whatever. Like, because that irritates me. I'm a very, very honest person. So if I have a problem with you, I'm going to definitely let you know. If you come up to me and ask me, Mamiya, do you have a problem with me? Yeah, I got a problem with you. I don't like this, that, and the third. I'm not about to sit there and act innocent. Oh, problem. Oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I just get annoyed with those kind of things, and it just causes me to shut down, and it causes me to automatically be like, you know what? That's it. F her, F that, or whatever. And I mean, it's probably something that I do need to work on. But like I said in the past, speaking my feelings about stuff and opening up with people and being gaslighted multiple times, it kind of brought me to the point where I'm not expressing myself anymore. I'm just gonna cut you off, and that's that. I'll live with being the villain. I'll live with being the mean one. I'll live with all of that. I'm not explaining myself no more. I'm just gonna cut you off, and that's gonna be that. And some people say if a person could just cut you off like that, that means they was never your friend. It is what it is then. If you can act funny, then that means you was never my friend. Like, I just feel like people show you how they mess with you. And you can't really believe people's words. You have to believe their actions. And we all have like our different types of, things that show us what makes a person our friend. Even some people probably will think that that's petty. Like, they're probably one of them people that's like, oh, if they don't like my stuff, it is what it is. Like, you know, like some people really don't care, but I'm one of those people that does care, because I feel like I support the people who mean something to me. Like if I see that they have something going on, I'll like it, congratulations, whatever the case may be. And I'm that way all across the board. I'm not pick and choosing who to congratulate, you know, unless it's somebody I don't know or, you know, talk to, whatever. But I just feel like something is very wrong with that. And like I said, I'm a ghoster. I'm a ghoster, and that's probably my toxic trait. We all have things that we need to work on, but I honestly feel so much better when I ghost people. Like I just go on with life. Like life is just like I'm walking on clouds. Like I literally just feel so relieved when I remove people from my life without warning. And like I said, I don't never wish anybody bad. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, since you're not in my life no more, I hope that God does you dirty. Like, you know, I don't play like that with people's lives. But, you know, after I ghost people, I'm happy that I ghosted them and I'm not thinking about them no more. I'm not worried about them anymore. I'm going with my life. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Mamiya_Rio, Instagram at Mamiya_Rio, and make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, whatever they be saying. All right, just let me know in the comments how you feel, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Bye.